You do not rise to the level of your goals, you simply fall to the level of your systems. This is a quote from Atomic Habits, in which James Clear is talking about the impact of actively doing things every single day versus just working towards the specific goal. And once I heard this, I really started to rethink everything I was doing in regards to the productivity in my life. There's a reason why my RPG system, its health, is based purely on the habits you do every day. And I wanted to take some time just to talk about this because the quote itself is summed up so perfectly. And it gives this idea that, yes, everyone has goals and we can all work towards them, but you'll note that everyone that sets a goal doesn't always achieve it. Everyone who says, I want to earn $1 million, doesn't earn $1 million. Some of them do, yes, but that's because they fall to the level of their systems. They fall to their habits they do day in and day out. Because as much as I would like to say, yes, I do all these different tasks every day, I know the thing that has become very vital to my success is actively doing the things each day that are listed in my habits. That I'm making sure every single day I'm doing 3 set things. And that's another aspect that I really actually had to learn over time. It's that although habits are super powerful, I know personally, if there is more than 3, I start to get stressed that I need to do more and more and more and more. So if you've played around with my RPG system, again, you can go back and watch the videos, the walkthroughs of those. The health itself is based around doing 3 habits every single day. And I found 3 to be a good number because it's not overwhelming, but it isn't as simple like, okay, that's done now and I can move on. For me personally, I have 3 main habits I do every day. The first is to read or learn. So either I get a non-fiction book I actually read it on this thing right here, I take notes, or I actively learn. I go and look up a course, I go and study something that I've been dealing with, and basically anytime I'm actively processing information, not just reading or not just consuming, actively going, okay, cool, what does that mean? And taking my own notes and learning from what that is. Just that ability to be constantly improving myself, my knowledge, so on and so forth. The second is in regards to what I found to be a very beneficial thing mood-wise and just overall health-wise, and that is for every day for me to be either exercising or going out and socializing. These 2 aspects for someone who works at home, who, don't get me wrong, I love my setup here. I've spent so long maximizing every single inch so that I look at everything around me and it inspires me. But I do realize the detriment of not actively socializing or taking care of my health. I could very easily go down the rabbit hole, and I have in the past, of just sitting here, not going outside, not interacting with people, and it does take me to a darker place. And that's because I'm simply in a bubble of just myself, and there's no outside interaction in a way that is so core to the human experience. So for me, climbing and bouldering is my exercise, so that is a social thing in of itself. And if I'm really feeling out of it, just being able to go there, work out a little bit, but also socialize is such a key part to me getting back into a good mindset. And then the third one is simply making progress on my key tasks or my quests. So being able to make sure that every day I am making a slight amount of progress in the direction that I want to be making. Yes, I could be doing all these other things, and yes, there are tasks that I have to do, like doing the washing and going and filling up the car and buying groceries. These are all things that we need to do as humans, but actively making sure that every day I'm still making progress towards the goals that I originally set. And that comes back to that original quote of, you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. But that said, the actual systems themselves can still help propel you towards your goals. And I think that's a big vital thing for me. So if I have those 3 pillars of just 1, improving myself and my knowledge, 2, improving my mental state and my health, and 3, making sure that that is being used to benefit my actual process towards the goals I want. So those are the 3 things I'm doing for habits. And again, I found that if I tried to do more, it became overwhelming. If I tried to do 5, 7, whatever it is, it just really started to become this overwhelming thing, and that's all I could do. I couldn't do anything else throughout the day, which then became a detriment to actually achieving the goals I wanted to achieve. So if you're ever asking why the health system and the RPG system is limited to 3 habits, it's because that is the number that I found that hits that sweet spot, where it's not overwhelming and it is still a thing that you need to pay attention to every day. So yeah, that is just a little thing on habits I wanted to talk about. And it's going to be a shorter video today. I just didn't really... I have another video that I'm working on. I didn't feel that it was ready to be posted yet. It will probably be posted next week. But I also wanted to get your opinions on the habit system. So for those of you who have actually integrated into the RPG system, what benefit or detriment have you found in having that 3 habit system? Do you want more? Do you want less? Because I've also, if you haven't seen it already, released a free version of the RPG system that you guys can play around with that is based around having 1 habit. Because if we start simple, we can continually move up and up. Because that is one thing when I found with actually starting habits, it's that if I started with 3, it was not going to work. I had to start with 1 each day and just move up. So if you are trying out the trial system, there is going to be a single habit that is tied to your health. But yeah, if you guys want to have a look at that system, again, there's previous videos you can go have a look at, or there's a link in the description for you to go grab it yourself. And likewise, if you have sort of insights as to what type of integrations you want with this system, what sort of quote-unquote DLC updates you would like to see in it, please give me a heads up. But also, share what your habits are currently, because I am fascinated with how we can continually improve ourselves through these daily regimented things. I've played around with a lot of different habits, but I'm always looking to play with more. So again, if you have any habits that you think are being vital or really important to you, write them in the description below. And then while you're down there, also subscribe so that you guys can see these videos every time they come out. I upload 2 times a week. So yeah, hopefully this video was just a nice little refresher, a break from everything else to give you a little bit of a thinking point to your habits. And then also, hopefully you guys will enjoy the next couple of videos I have. Hopefully this other one will be actually at a point where I'm ready to post it next week. But yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.